friends, and welcome back to the Baseball Card Illustrated channel. I'm Bronco, the PSA 11.
I'm Kevin, the Diamond King. I think I might be throwing to first there. I don't know.
Or between home and first, anyway.
It's a Dodger balk move.
And this is Mystery Mondays, the 250 subscriber giveaway episode.
How about that? When we started this, when it was like, hey, let's talk about baseball cards and roll a camera on it and put it on social media, I was like, oh man, this is going to be a blast, but I can't imagine people actually watching it. And people are. They're watching it. They're subscribing to the videos and having exchanges with you. What a great time.
I say we're going for what, 3 subscribers maybe? Maybe a parent, a friend that we talk into it.
I created an account, so we have one. Yeah.
But 250, that's a great milestone, and as such, we're going to do a special giveaway. So, first thing you need to know is this is not like most of our Mystery Mondays. There's no magic mystery keyword, player name, or phrase you need to know or enter. And on this video, there's not going to be a prize wheel spin because we're going to do that next week. But we're going to talk about the extra special 250 subscriber giveaway right here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to move ourselves down here. Once again in life, we've been demoted. And we're going to talk a little bit about the prize packages. Now, what you need to know is there's going to be 2 prizes available. We're going to have 4 prizes, so you're going to have to pay attention to what we're doing here, but I want to let you know everything that is available. Some of these we've kind of previewed already on the channel, and others we have not. So one of them is this, a Rickey Henderson rookie card.
And one of the all-time greats.
One of my favorite players.
Stance was the same for a quarter century.
So what you need to know is if you're interested in this, and we'll go over it again a little bit later, this will be number 1, and we'll tell you what you need to do with these numbers, like I said, later on.
Number 1, okay.
Then we got this guy here. You know him, right?
Mr. Wade Boggs.
And that's an autographed rookie card, 1983 Topps.
That's awesome.
Signed through the mail.
Is that number 2 then?
That's number 2.
Okay.
You're catching on quick.
Woo! Math!
I bet you're never going to guess what this one's going to be. And this one will be a little bit easier to remember. Because we've got Big Mac.
Hey!
We've got Tony Gwynn. I'll caution that the Tony Gwynn's not in mint condition. There's a little bit of a issue there, but it's still pretty nicely. The corners are great on that card.
Oh, yeah.
And then because we hit a milestone in terms of subscribers that we talked about a few weeks back, we're going to throw in this Roger Clemens rookie card that I got at the National in 2019.
How about that? So are all of those collectively 3, or is that 3, 4, and 5?
That is all collectively 3.
Wow, okay. Man.
So that'll be easy to remember, hopefully.
My created account wants a piece of this.
And then there is the mystery envelope, and this is going to be number 4. Now, the mystery envelope, it could be anything. You know what it could be?
It could be a boat.
It could be a boat. It could be a bobblehead. It could be cards. It could be anything, really. But we're not going to tell you exactly what it's going to be, but if you want to win that, it's number 4. So, first thing you're going to need to do to be eligible to win these prizes, I'll put us back up here for a second,
There you go.
is you're going to need to be a subscriber to the channel and be a public subscriber. You also have to like this video. And then there's 2 other elements. One, you're going to need to leave a comment on the video, and you're going to have to tell us that you did the video response, and then you're going to have to tell us the 2 prizes that you'd like to win. And the reason for that is if you're when we spin the wheel, if you come up first, you'll get your first choice.
Okay.
If somebody has taken that, then you'll get
The second choice.
the second choice.
Oh my goodness, math.
So I'll come back to what the prize packages are again in a second, but let's tell you exactly what we're doing a video response on.
So it is subscribe, like, comment, and response video.
So, there's a lot of video.
That's all right.
Yeah, there's a lot of video giveaways, and they do kind of things like this.
That's worth the hoops, man. Those cards are amazing.
One of the things I've never seen is, what's the first card that you remember having as a kid? Or an adult, for that matter. So this is the one for me. A Dave Righetti card from the I think it's 85, right? Yeah, 1985 Fleer. Now, you see this card, right? That's not the way I remember it being when I was a kid. We're going to have to do some work here on this one.
Wait, how is the other one different? How is the one you remember as a kid different than
We're
the one...
working on it. We're
see.
doing a little bit of work here, and I apologize to the Righetti family if they're watching, but I'm trying to recreate this as authentically as possible, because somewhere along the way...
You have to do years' worth of damage in the
Yeah.
course of a few seconds.
For some reason, this card got away, and I don't know why somebody might have tossed it. It was in mint condition and everything. I'm the PSA 11. This was probably a PSA 14 or 15. It was in such great shape. So the Dave Righetti card that I remember that looks like that in pretty good condition looked a little bit more like this when I was a kid. Creases
you had
everywhere.
fun with it. You had legitimate fun with it.
I mean, like the silver borders there, most of them were white because they were ripped, torn, cracked, creased. I think there might have been, I don't, we'll take this corner out here. It's probably a little bit more like that. I probably drew on it, maybe threw up on it, let's be honest. I was like 5 at the time. So the card looked a little bit like this, but that's the first card I ever remember having.
Oh, that's awesome. And so it's always a memory that'll stick with you.
Now, Kevin's going to keep his a little bit more pristine, but I'll let you talk about this one here.
A couple of years before, we're talking 1983. So the quick story is, I really wasn't that much into baseball or baseball cards.
Which is hard to believe.
Right? Because it seems like a lifelong thing, but at the age of 8, 9, somewhere in there, we had to spend a summer in Ohio. My grandmother had broken her hip, so we were up there sort of in time between school years to help her rehabilitate, that sort of thing. We're at the grocery store, and I'm 8 or 9, so I want whatever I see, right? And there's a rack pack of Topps cards. I always wonder if they were wax packs, if we'd be in trouble, but it was a rack pack, and this card was on the front. At the time, I was living in Atlanta, and Phil Niekro was this like magician because he threw this baseball that moved in any weird number of ways, right? I mean, baseball had all of its talented people, and it had this old dude. I mean, look at this old dude. He's into his 40s here, and he can throw this magic dancing baseball, and I'm like, yeah, man, I want that, and that sort of started it for me. And it shows you talking 20 years of baseball. He played until 87, almost a quarter century.
So it's funny, your memory is of this card with an old dude on it in a black and white photo, and mine was this thing that can barely stand because it was ripped to shreds and creased and
We didn't care,
somehow, but memorable all the same, and got me into the whole thing.
We didn't care about, like card holders and grades of cards and stuff like that. We liked the idea.
Are you kidding? When I was that age, the only grade I was concerned with was like the C that I was getting in arithmetic. We won't even talk about spelling.
Hey!
But yeah, it's a lot of great memories. So we're kind of wondering, what's the first card that you actually remember having? Not necessarily your favorite, not a player that you really like, not a player from your favorite team. Just like, I'm not a Yankees fan. I don't really have any specific affinity for Dave Righetti. I know the Braves were the team you grew up watching, and that was the hometown team. But like, this was just the first card I remember having.
Yeah, and it's something that'll stick with you no matter what happens. All the layers of memories that have come for us in 35 plus years since those cards, we always go back to that. There's something different about those cards, something just that hits home more about those cards. It's just your first experience with them.
I'm gonna say it's kind of amazing that these are the two cards that have led us to here and getting to meet a lot of the people that are subscribed to the channel and have some really great channels that we enjoy watching. And now we want to kind of get a little bit of a backstory on you and your channel and your collecting history. So, create that video. We're going to give you should we give them 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
We'll do 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
So, 3 weeks. And once you make the video, just leave a comment on this video here letting us know that you've done the video so we can go watch it because we really want to see it. And then letting us know which prize package you want. So just leave the number, which will be either, I'll just pick a random channel here that I think will probably do this. We'll say Flying Dutchman Cards. Like, hey, Bronco and Kevin, I made a video. I'd like prize packages 3 and 2, or whatever they might be. So as a reminder, we got Ricky Henderson, that's package 1.
1.
Wade Boggs, that's package
2. Math. You made a C.
I saw you take your sock off to count your toes there.
I was tapping on the ground.
We got package 3 with 3 guys. It's Roger Clemens, Mark McGwire, and Tony Gwynn.
Package 3 has 3 cards. That's
or, in the true spirit of Mystery Mondays, the envelope, which will probably not be this specific envelope because it could be anything. Like I said,
it could be a boat.
It could be a boat. It could be a bobblehead. It could be
a Kerry Collins football card.
A mini stadium. It might be season tickets to the 2020 Milwaukee Brewers. You have no idea what it might be, but it could be yours if that's what you want. Now, for the 2 packages that are not selected when we get to the prize drawing, those 2 packages will go back into the 500 subscriber giveaway.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're looking forward.
That's excellent. Yeah, so again, remember, this envelope here isn't prize 2 or prize 3, it's prize 4.
Gotta love those inside jokes. So anyway, on behalf of beaten and battered Dave Rigetti,
and Phil Necro.
I'm Bronco, the PSA 11.
And I'm Kevin, the sometimes part-time Diamond King.
So long, everybody. You've been watching the Baseball Card Illustrated 250 subscriber Mystery Mondays extravaganza.
That's a lot of words.